and Mr. Singh to open our really eyes of what CSR actually means on the street. CSR is not just a law. It is not just a notification provision or a section. CSR is impacting someone's life. CSR is not to be seen on the wrong side of the ethical, unethical side. I would say that, okay, contribute and take a kickback or a cashback, or how to comply or how to avoid. I think, and not just compliance for the sake of avoiding penalties, but I think Mr. Singh has shown and his company has shown at those levels how CSR can be done. But as Preeti mentioned, it's not about crores of rupees, it's about the intent. I'd like to share a story, a 30-second story with you. There was a company who spent 5 lakh rupees on CSR, right? It's a very small amount as compared to what Mr. Singh shared, just 5 lakh rupees, and they sponsored, they gave it to a hospital which was running free heart surgeries of children with a chronic heart disease. So there was open bypass surgeries of children, and the founder of the trust, the hospital, they came back to the donor. They said, "Sir, would you like to meet the 3 children of whose surgeries you impacted?" I literally had tears in my eyes, and I have goosebumps right now speaking. The 5 lakh that you spent, and the 3 children whose lives got saved, and the families of those 3 children, the hospital said, "Sir, would you like to meet those children and the lives that you saved?" I mean, nothing can be more heartwarming than things like these. If corporates take their initiative to impact, how does it matter? 2% if we are spending for our own country, which has given us everything. If you recollect the quote by John F. Kennedy, he said, "Ask not what the country can do for you, ask what you can do for the country." So if we all as corporates, we all as consultants, we all as NGOs can take the CSR in the right spirit, on the right side of the law, and not think of avoiding it, but think of contributing, not as a compliance, but as a responsibility. And that's why it's not an obligation. It's not CSO. It is CSR. It is a responsibility, not an obligation. And if we all can think in that direction, I think the world will be a better place. Our country will be a better place, and we will be able to make an impact. And I'll also end with another, again, 10-second story. For anyone on this webinar, if you're thinking, what difference will it make? Can you really make a difference in 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh rupees? Or do we have to be as big as MARELLI to really make a large impact? I'll share a brief story. There was a guy on a beach in Kerala, and there was a lot of, when the high tide comes, a lot of fish comes out, and they are struggling for life because the tide goes, but the fish remains on the sand. So the fish is struggling for life, and the boy, he picks up one fish and throws it back to the sea. He picks up another fish, throws it back to the sea. So another old guy came. He said, "Boy, there are lakhs of fish on the sand and craving for life. Do you think you're picking up one fish and throwing it back to the sea makes any difference?" Makes a large difference. He says, "Yeah, it may not make a large difference." And he picks up another fish and say, "But it does make a difference to this one." And he throws it back to the sea. So, while we may not make a large difference, but I think our conducting the webinar, if it has made some difference, it's a small bit that we can do. You contributing towards CSR, it can make a small difference. You advising your clients towards CSR can make a small difference. And I think together we can make a large difference.
Welcome to Complinity Technologies. Complinity is India's leading governance, risk and compliance software helping companies to manage their compliance, contracts, litigation, legal updates, inter-financial controls and more. Complinity is a one-stop shop for all GRC needs. With our proprietary 12 GRC modules and real-time legal updates on 2,000+ laws and 24,000+ compliances. All in an integrated platform that is easy to use with automated alerts and risk management capabilities. is why compliance managers, general counsels and chief financial officers choose Complinity every time. Join the most innovative and prestigious brands that use Complinity. Automating your compliance management. Request a demo at complinity.com.